This feels weird. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 로빈이라고 합니다. Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl Robyn and welcome back. And for this video, I'm going to be talking about my group project from hell. You guys have enjoyed some of my story times, can relate to some of my story times, stuff like that. But for this one, I literally had to wait until school was over in order for me to tell this because, yeah. So for those of you who do not know, I am a junior, well, I guess now a senior in college, and in college you tend to have a lot of group projects. The number one thing in life I hate the most is group projects because I'm always the person that ends up picking up the slack, organizing everything, and annoys the crap out of me. But at this point, I'm used to it, I guess. So I had this class that was a video production and editing class. Did we do anything revolving around that? No. But I still had to take it. I literally took the class because I thought I was going to learn how to edit better on Adobe Premiere because that's what I use to edit now. I was completely wrong. We didn't learn anything. So I basically stopped going to class for a while because I was just like, we're not learning anything. Plus we had to take like 3 or 4 prerequisite classes in order to get into that class to begin with. And basically all we did was talk about the stuff that we learned in the prerequisite classes. It was literally the most pointless class I've ever taken in my entire life. How I passed with a B? Good question. We have a group project, multiple group projects as I may put that, and we, at the beginning of the semester, picked our groups. We got to pick them ourselves, so I got put with a group because I was like, I don't know anyone. So I got put with my group, and you know, they're really nice and everything. It's 3 girls including me and a guy, so it was a group of 4. And we were to be with this group for the rest of the semester. If only I was friends with one of my guys that's in that class now before then, probably wouldn't be in this situation. But yeah, I got put with my group and they seemed really nice and stuff, and like for the first project we had to make a 60-second short film of a genre that the professor would give us, or we would pick the genre out of a hat or whatever. So we got horror. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but on my YouTube channel, I actually have a longer version of the horror thing. I ended up editing it, but to give you guys an example, for each project, everyone had to do a role, and you could only do that role once. So for the first project, I decided to be director because I don't want to be director of anything else that we would do. So I was like, I'll be the director of the, like, you know, 60-second film or whatever. And so we did a horror thing of like a girl getting like chased or whatever, or followed in the library, and like we have this thing in the library called the stacks, which is really creepy no matter what time of day it is, and we filmed it there. And you know, I directed it. It went really well, but the person that was doing the filmography, camera work, literally didn't know anything. Didn't know how to work a camera, didn't know what shots I meant, and literally kept asking, so wait, how do you want me to do it? How do you want me to do it? And like, I'm happy that he asked, but like, yo, you are in this major, because my major is basically a film major with other aspects into it. So basically, you need to know how to work a camera. Doesn't matter what kind of camera, you need to know how to work a camera. We were using my DSLR, which I'm using to film right now. Didn't know how to hit record. Didn't know how to focus. Didn't know how to manually focus. Didn't know what a long shot was. I was really like, how? Get this, y'all. He's a senior. He graduates this year. He graduates in like 7 days, actually, as a matter of fact. He graduates in 7 days. How are you a senior in my major, which is basically filmography, or film? How are you a major and not know how to work a camera? Now, I understand within my major there's a lot of different ways that you can go. You can go the photography route, you can go the film route, you can go the editing route, you can go the audio route, or you can go the social media route. But in all of those, they have to connect in some way with each other. And there are classes that you are required to take that require you to be able to work a camera. And some of those classes are prerequisites to the class that we took together and have the group project for. How do you not know how to work a camera? So, you know, I just let it pass or whatever. One of the girls that was doing audio for that, or no, what did she do? Oh, I don't remember what she did. I don't remember what it was. But she ended up taking over thank God she did, because I was literally about to lose my mind, because if you're a senior and you don't know how to work a camera in your major, yeah, I was about to go off. So luckily she came in to help and took over. Bless. So we turned that in. We got like an 85 or whatever. I was proud of that because I directed it and I was like, I thought we weren't going to do that well or whatever. So yeah, the next one that we did was a profile feature, which means that we had to interview someone. I was the filmographer. The girl that did the filming, that helped with the filming for the last time, was the director. The other girl was something else. And then the guy was audio. Fine. We did fine. Didn't matter. Looked fine. Looked great. Oh, editing. That's what it was. Editing. So, yeah. It looked fine. Did fine. Whatever. It went by nicely. But my professor is a very huge stickler on things and grades very harshly. I think we got a 63 on that. And I was pissed off my mind because I was like, a 63. Okay, whatever. For the next project we did, it was, what was it? It was a silent film. And I was the audio person, which meant I got to like pick what audio overlay went over it. So like the background music. The guy was the editor. The girl that is really nice and helpful and actually helped out, she was audio this time. And then the other girl was director. You know, we went along with it. I didn't make the shoot because I was in Amarillo taking pictures for my freelance, so I couldn't help. And yeah, so I get back and, you know, we submit it or whatever, but the guy doesn't send it to the rest of the group in order for us to look over it. And what we do in my class is we look over and critique it or criticize or whatever you want to say. I like to say criticize because my professor's harsh. But yeah, we like critiqued it or whatever, and like we'll watch it in class. When I tell you the guy didn't edit anything, the way I wanted to stab my pin into his eye. We watched it in class and all four of us were there, which hardly ever happens because me and the other two girls, like, we never go to class because like there's literally no point. But we go to class and we're all there and we're watching, and I'm literally over here like this, losing my mind. It was so rough cut. There was no cuts in general. The only thing he did was put them in order of the script and the shot list and said it was good and submitted it without us even looking at it. He didn't even do the audio right. So we watched it in class. Me and the other two girls are literally losing our minds because, like, you know, like, we're like, I'm the editing person of the group, and then like, you know, the other one's like likes editing but also likes to direct, stuff like that. So we're over here like embarrassed. We can't even look our heads up. My professor looked us dead in the eye and was like, I'm gonna be bluntly honest. Me, when are you not? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That looked like a rough cut. Like, there's so much that you could have done with it. Stuff like that. Like, just going off on how, like, pretty much how horrible it was. The guy's just sitting there like, because he realizes how horrible it is now that the professor is like saying that. And then he goes, do you guys have any like thoughts that you want to share or whatever? I go, yeah, it looked like shit. Literally didn't care. It looked like shit. It looked like shit. The fact that he didn't even the fact that he submitted that thinking that that was okay. And the thing about this class is my professor wants us to submit things that are portfolio quality work, which means like if we were to get like an interview or something and we had to show something for that interview, we would be proud of it and it would look good and we would get the job. So the fact that this guy really thought that that looks good, I lost my mind. And yeah, my professor was like, so do you guys have anything to say about it? And I was like, yeah, it looks like shit. The way he turned around and looked at me like, are you kidding me? I was like, yeah, it looks like shit. We could have done more with it. It was definitely a rough cut. I would have changed so much if I did it. If I edited it. The way the guy was like so pissed off at me. I'm like, do you not realize that this is like horrible? especially if you're a senior in this major. And I understand, like, you know, editing might not be some people's things, but why did you pick this major? Why did you pick this class? If you knew you had to edit something, if you knew you had to be in film, if you knew all this, why would you pick this class? And basically, we asked my professor if we could redo it and re-edit it. I did it. I ended up re-editing the video. The plot of the video was kind of weird, but when I edited it, it looked a lot better than what it did. Just gotta say that now. It looked a lot better. And I think my professor raised my grade for it because I did re-edit it. So, yeah. I believe we got like a 72 or whatever for that. But since I re-edited it or whatever, my professor bumped it up a few points for me. I don't remember exactly what I got after that, but my professor did raise it up for me since I did re-edit it. Now here comes the last project. The last project, our final project. It was a creative assignment, and we had to come up with a plot, stuff like that, and it had to be 5 to 8 minutes long, which honestly isn't that bad. And since everyone already did everything else, I was editor for this project. The girl that's really helpful, she ended up being audio. The other girl ended up being filmographer. And then the guy ended up being director. This is where it went wrong, y'all. So the guy does his pitch, because we have to pitch every video. The guy did his pitch and whatever, got it approved by my professor, stuff like that. I wasn't there because I was doing freelance stuff again. So yeah, I then text my group, hey, if you want it to, like, cause like, you know, me and the two other girls, we were just talking about how much shit, what shit was edited by, and like how shit the last project was. So I texted the group and I said, hey, if you guys want this project to look good, I need it by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Because the project was due Tuesday, which was the last day of school. And I was just like, if you want it to look good, I need it by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. And I was saying Wednesday as in the day the NCT concert was. So May 1st, May 2nd at the latest. I got some footage May 3rd. Got the rest of it on May 6th. Love my life. Project due May 7th. So I'm literally losing my mind because, you know, I only have a day to edit it. Not even. I had like 14 hours to edit it. But that's not even all of it. I was doing my freelance and, you know, like the other 3 people went and gathered to do the film shots or whatever. They gathered the first time. They gathered like twice. The first time, the guy said that his roommate would be the actor because we can't have ourselves as actors. So he said that the guy, his roommate would be actor. Never showed up. So that was a day wasted of filming. The next time that they got together, he didn't have the script done. He didn't even have a shot list. Now, if you guys are into film or anything like that, you know that if you're going on set, you need a shot list. Because if not, you're very ill prepared and you don't have anything ready. You don't have an idea of what you're gonna do, what it's gonna look like, stuff like that. So you absolutely need a shot list. I had a shot list when I was director. The other 2 girls had shot lists when they were directors. But he didn't have a shot list. What? I got this script over email and I looked over it. The way I was hitting my head like crazy while I was at my freelance job wasn't even funny. I was like, this is so bad. It was so bad. And stuff like that. So he wasn't ready. He wasn't prepared. He's never prepared. He doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Apparently he just stood there and didn't like direct. So the girls had to do something about it. And I felt bad that I wasn't there because I literally probably would have gone off at that point and been like, can you get your shit together? Because this is our final project, stuff like that. Yeah, he didn't do anything. And yeah, I heard that from my other 2 girls in the project. And yeah, so I got the footage on May 6th, lost my mind trying to get it done by May 7th. On May 5th though, I decided to email my professor and ask him if it was okay if I could come by during his office hours to talk to him. Because I was just gonna talk to him about the group project and how nothing's working and how stressed out I am. And basically to rant to him. So he said that I could come Tuesday before class. So Monday, I busted my ass off, edited the video. It looked really good in my opinion, and the other two girls agreed. The guy on the hand was like, it looks alright. So it's a person who didn't edit anything. So Tuesday before class, I went and met with my professor. I told him about everything. And he was just like, wow, I'm happy you came and talked to me. I was like, yeah. He goes, do you have the project done? I was like, yeah. I gave it to him then and stuff like that. I told the group chat like, hey, I'm going to meet with I'm gonna go meet with our professor today, blah blah blah. And I DM'd the two girls and I said, by the way, it's not about you, it's about the guy, because I have to rant about him because he's so ill prepared and stuff like that. So they were like, okay, let me know what he says. So I go and talk to him or whatever. An hour after I get done talking to him, the guy goes, so what did you talk to our professor about? And I was just like, do you really want me to tell you? Because your feeling's about to get hurt. And I didn't say anything. I didn't respond. An hour before class. So what'd you talk to our professor about? Robyn, what'd you talk to our professor about? Still didn't respond. Don't want to. I went to class, that way we can watch and get our critiques on our film or whatever. He gave me the evilest death glare I've ever seen in my entire life. He literally went when I walked in, and I made sure not to sit by him, because like usually our group would sit together. I was like, I'm sitting way down here, and I did. And yeah, he just glared at me, and I knew at one point he wanted to come up to me and be like, so what did you talk to our professor about? But I wouldn't have told him. If he did ask me again, though, I'll be like, you. Another thing I would like to mention is we do have peer evals for each project. And for the one that I did audio on, for the one I couldn't make to, he gave me a poor eval because I didn't make the fucking set. I couldn't make it because I had freelance. Okay, bitch. So I also peeked a look on the one for the final project. He still gave me a low eval. I was like, are you stupid? Like, I saved your ass. You can graduate now because of me, because we got like a really good grade on this freaking thing on our project, on our last project, literally because of me, because it looked like shit to begin with, and I made it better. You're literally graduating because of me, and you gave me a low evaluation? It's okay, he got a 9 out of 25 from me. Barely. So, yeah, he, like, and I mean, we were watching it in class, and my professor was like, so like, I don't get it or whatever. And he was trying to explain it. The way I was just staring at him like, you're so dumb. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, this is like our little film and da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, we all know that. Just explain it. And stuff like that. And like, then he started going after my editing, and the way I was like, hold on. I did not spend 14 hours of fucking overnight for you to criticize my editing. I have been editing for 8+ years. For you to criticize my editing for something I had to pull an all-nighter for, I was not having it. So I was just like, in my opinion, it looks better with this, and this. And then this girl decides to freaking, I'm not mad at her, but the way I was just shaking my head the whole time. This girl's like, well, like, this is just my thing or whatever, but the editor could have used the same font consistently. The way I went, you really mad about the font? Like, I really, because like at this point, it was after my professor was kind of like criticizing my editing, and the girl, oh yeah, well I feel like the editor could have used like a consistent font without, but that's just my pet peeve. The way I went, you mad about the font? And then he was like, to be honest, it doesn't make sense, da da da. But luckily, everyone in the class was like, it makes sense to us. And if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't have gotten the grade that we did. Also, if I didn't edit it, we also probably wouldn't have gotten the grade that we did. But yeah, it was not good fun. But I mean, I'm done. I will never have to see him again because he's graduating. Thank God. I deleted his number so quick after that class. Or actually, the other day, we got a text from him, and he said, "Oh, we got an 85 on the project, yay!" and everyone was like, oh thank God, da, da, da. And I put, you're welcome. I really put, you're welcome. Cause like, it's true. It's true. If I didn't edit that like project, who knows what it would have looked like. And I put so much time into editing that project, and it looked great. Like the two girls were like, wow, it looks really good, Robyn. I was like, thanks. The guy looks alright. Me, whatever. I'm just happy I'll never have to see him again. But yeah, that is my group project from hell, because this guy who's a senior doesn't know anything about his field. He's never gonna get a job with this major. He's never gonna get it unless he starts pulling his weight, learning something new. And like with this major, you're always learning something. You're always learning something new. If you think that you know it all, you're gonna be left behind. But yeah, that is my group project from hell. Have you guys ever had like a group project that didn't end up working right or anything? I want to know. Put it down in the comments below, your experiences with group projects. And yeah, hopefully I will never have to have another group project like this. And if I do, I'll definitely make a part 2. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, become a new one today. Be sure to follow me on social media, and I'll see you all in the next video. Annyeong!